Hey folks, Shin Tiger Curl here, that dude with a straw hat, and no, this is not another wrestling review. This is just a random video that a friend of mine on Facebook wanted me to make just for her, so this is the one I'm doing. It is Wednesday, so there's no professional wrestling unless you're watching indies or you're not watching NorAim wrestling, North American wrestling. But anyway, this is just a video for me to talk about what my friend Christina wanted me to talk about, and it's anime. And if you haven't guessed already, I am a very big otaku. This straw hat is part of a costume that I ordered a few months ago. A Luffy costume I was going to go to Onicon at, but sadly my money wasn't looking too good, so I couldn't go. But thankfully I didn't waste too much money, because according to a friend of mine who went, she said that Onicon pretty much sucked. But as you can tell, because of this hat, I'm a very big fan of One Piece by Inichiro Oda. Is probably the great successor anime to Dragon Ball Z. It is immensely popular, but not as popular here in the U.S. for reasons I will not get into, because if I did, this video would be an hour long. I'm looking at you for kids. I watch a lot of anime. Let's see, but I read a lot of manga thanks to certain websites that I won't talk about for obvious reasons. But I do read all three of the big three. That's One Piece, Bleach by Taikubo, and Naruto by Masashi Kishimoto. Sorry if I got his first name wrong. As for all three of them, right now they're in some very anime-wise. One Piece is just finishing up with the Marineford War, which was very well animated, even though there were some parts that did drag a little bit, because animators tend to stretch out certain scenes in One Piece. So this Saturday the war comes to an end. As for Bleach, I think they just finished ending off the whole fight with Aizen arc, but I think they're going to filler, because as everyone who reads Bleach knows that Taikubo is notorious for his pacing. In it, that it's slow, very very slow. I mean, in this arc alone, because the pacing was so slow, we had in the whole from Hueco Mundo to now, we had about 2 or 3 whole filler arcs, lengthening about 20 or 30 episodes. So that tells you something. Naruto, I think they've just finished filler and are going back to the main story, which is the Hokage Summit, which will have Sasuke going completely apeshit crazy. As for the manga themselves, in the manga, I just read the newest chapters of both Bleach and One Piece today. One Piece, the crew has arrived on, it's 2 years after the war. The whole crew has gotten much stronger than before. They've reunited. They've landed on Fishman Island, reunited with some of their own friends, Kami and Papaga and Hachi, but they've made a few enemies too. Most notably the new Fishman pirates under the leadership of Horty Jones, who was basically a ripoff of Arlong, and another guy named Vanderdecken the Fourth. And he's the only, so far as the first and only Fishman to have a devil fruit of power, which anything that he touches his hand with, he can throw. Well, basically, when he touches something, like if he touches a person, and then he throws something in the air, it could be an axe or a bullet or just about anything, it will automatically zoom in and find that person and it will keep chasing them. Think of Sniper's ability from Yu Yu Hakusho. As for Bleach, right now it's another time skip, 18 months after the battle with Aizen. Ichigo's lost his powers, and he's trying to. And this group known as Execution has come up to him, and they offer a way to get him back his powers. And they're bringing up this concept called Full Brain. It's kind of hard to explain, but it's very difficult to explain. But right now in the manga, it's a very different take on where we've been going in Bleach. Naruto hasn't come out yet, but right now they're smack dab in the middle of the fifth great ninja war, pitting the five great nations of Naruto, all the five great villages, teaming up against the Akatsuki with Kabitobimaru, as everyone likes to call him. Kabuto fused with Orochimaru cells, and now he also has the power of his impure world jutsu, and he's brought back pretty much an army of zombie ninjas. Pretty much all the badass ninjas who have ever lived throughout history brought back for one great war. So far, I'm liking it. It's very good, very well done, and I'm looking forward to it. We've already seen what happens when pirates go to war. Now we're looking at ninjas. If I have to recommend some manga for you to read, I'd recommend Fairy Tail. It's done by the same guy that did Rave Master. It's kind of like like a mix between One Piece and Harry Potter, but with more punching. And people often said that it's like the bastard cousin of One Piece, because a lot of the character designs look straight from One Piece. But it's a very good anime and manga, so I enjoy that. Skeet Dan, I highly recommend Skeet Dan. It's a slice of life manga. It kind of breaks the fourth wall a bit. If you're a manga reader, it's your kind of. You'll get all the like little sight gags and little hints to other manga and whatnot. It's a good one. Until Death Do Us Part is a great one. It's about this girl named Haruka who can see the future, and she's under the protection of this blind samurai in modern day America. And I can't really tell you too much. I'd be giving away too much, but it's a good one. Nice pacing, nice action, very realistic. History's Strongest Disciple, Kenichi, is a great. It's like a fun little. It's not the greatest manga in the world, but it's fun. You just have a blast reading it. And if you're a fan of Ecchi, it gets a lot towards where they are right now. It gets heavy with the fan service. Just read, you'll understand what I'm saying. What else? Holy Land is good. It's probably one of the most realistic martial arts shonen manga out there. It's just very realistic. Like the moves they do is like the stuff that's possible within the realm of the real world. It's very good. It's very psychological too. Let's see. What else is good? Yankee to Megami-chan is a nice slice of life manga. I recommend it. It's good reading. What else? Gamarand is good. Nice little periodic martial arts samurai manga. Kind of like in the vein of Rurouni Kenshin. I haven't read Rurouni Kenshin yet, but I plan to make it on my list. And also, if you haven't done this already, I recommend the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure series. The artwork can turn some people off, but the story is just engrossing, and it is long. I mean, it's like last guess like 200 some volumes. That's right, 200, not chapters, volumes, and it's like between 6 to 10 chapters per volume. So you're looking at a long read. So if you got some time on your hands, and if you just want a good read, read it. I mean, it does a lot. It also makes lots of musical references to American bands such as the Beatles, Whitesnake, Rolling Stones, Red Hot Chili Peppers, Prince, Michael Jackson. You get the idea. You just love all the little sight gags and all the little names that they come up with. So it's enjoyable. One I could recommend to you is Wolf Guy. It's well, let's just say if it gets graphic. So if you're into that, if you're into nudity and gore and rape, if you're into that stuff, if it interests you, you can read it. But if you're not, it can really get in your head. Oh, also, Hallelujah, Hallelujah Boy. Gotta read that. I mean, Habino Hallelujah is probably one of the best best manga characters to ever be made. I mean, he's a he is stupid but awesome at the same time. And because he calls himself Ore-sama, which, if you don't know, Ore-sama means like calling yourself the great me, like the great me requests this, the great me is that. He calls himself all that a lot. And I'm also finishing up on Ushio and Tora. It's old, but it's a goodie. So if you like a lot of action, a lot of demons, and it's kind of like Inuyasha, but with less Kagame Inuyasha. It's more like kid with a spear followed around by a demon that threatens to eat him, and they have to face off against a nine-tailed fox. And this is not your Naruto's nine-tailed fox. This thing is fucking scary. So yeah, it's a good one. That's my manga list, and I've just spent about 10 minutes talking about anime and manga that I've read and watched. If you like me talking about this, just leave a comment, and I could spare some time out of my week to review manga that I've read and recommended. I could review the big three if you want. I can't really stay on long because my sister just came here. This past Sunday, she just gave birth to her second child, Cameron Jace. That's right. She inadvertently named his middle name after the guy from the Ginyu Force. So that's what I'm going to call him. I'm not going to call him Cameron because it reminds me of the rapper Cameron, and I don't like him. Don't snitch. Sometimes I want to slap. Nope. Save that for another day. But okay, so if you've enjoyed this little me rambling on about anime and manga that I've watched and read and I recommend, then leave a comment at the bottom or hit the like button. Doesn't matter to me. But this is just a little something out of my day. It's something I did for a lady friend of mine. She knows who she is. Hi, Christina. So this is Shin Tiger Curl, that dude in the skull cap for today, saying see you later, and I'll see you tomorrow night.